The month of June has come to be known as a wedding season. But for many in the Muslim world, wedding season is any time before Ramadan begins.
Why? Well, most Muslim couples schedule their wedding around Ramadan, aiming to get married before Ramadan so that they could spend the month of Ramadan as husband and wife.
And because the Islamic calendar and Gregorian calendars don't line up exactly, Ramadan moves up by a few days in each year. So over time, it means that somebody who got married in March and someone who got married in October could have both gotten married before Ramadan, in different years, of course. As a matter of fact, Asma and I got married on June 4th, 2015, which was exactly 2 weeks before Ramadan began in that year.
Now, this doesn't mean that some couples don't get married after Ramadan so that they could spend more couples time together until the next Ramadan rolls around. Then there are some couples who get married during the month of Ramadan. And then obviously some couples, it's like a growing thing where a lot of couples are getting married. They will either have a nikah or the Muslim wedding ceremony just before the month of Ramadan so that they can spend that time together. But why is this? Well, it's because of what Ramadan means to Muslims and especially Muslim couples.
In a regular marriage template, couples are attracted to one another for different reasons, but usually physical attraction and emotional connection tend to be very common in pre and early marital stages. Then we get busy with life, earning a living, raising a family, and so on. And it is only at a later phase or stage does a couple really get the chance to connect with one another when they begin pursuing spirituality together. Unfortunately, this is not written in the stars for everyone because one person may pass away or they may grow in different directions, and by the time one person starts the spiritual pursuit, the other may not even be interested. There are no guarantees.
Enter Ramadan. No matter how much we enjoy each other's body or mind, there is no deeper connection than can be found in spiritual pursuit. Ramadan is the one month in the year where a couple leaves the world behind or at least limits its distractions so that they could focus on a greater connection with their creator. Sharing this journey with a partner is the reason why Ramadan is so dear to Muslim couples and why many couples are eager to spend this month together with each other. Everyone wants to experience the greatest pleasure attainable, a spiritual climax that lasts a month but lingers for a lifetime. It is such an experience where there's excitement at the start of the month and tears at the end of it with a yearning for the chance to experience it again, God willing.
Now, as Muslims, we are supposed to be engaged in this spiritual pursuit on a daily basis, especially with our 5 daily prayers, etc. But Ramadan changes things and people. There is something about this month which makes it easier to try if you have not yet done so before, which makes it easier to wake up if you have been asleep, easier to open your eyes if you have previously looked away. Ramadan is a month of ease, it is a month of beauty, it is a month of comfort. And which couple would not want to experience this together?
Here's what that actually looks like.
Now imagine waking up, you and your spouse, at 3 a.m. to offer voluntary prayers just because you want to maximize the time spent in devotion during this month.
Imagine spending time in the kitchen, however long or little, preparing something to eat before the start of fast, having a cup of coffee together, or just grabbing a quick bite.
And then praying together to start the fast before eventually praying together again in offering the early morning prayer. Now, this is usually the time wherein Muslims and Muslim couples would sit together to recite Al-Quran, to recite the Quran together. And all of these experiences combine to elevate us spiritually, but simultaneously, they afford us the opportunity to connect on a much, much deeper level.
Now, imagine doing what is necessary to earn a living, but no more, because you want to make it back home in time to break the fast with your family. Look at that. Suddenly, people who didn't have time during the year are finding the time or seizing the time during Ramadan.
One of the best experiences is knowing the struggle of the day's fast, having experienced it yourself. And with that feeling still inside of you, then placing a morsel of food in your spouse's mouth for him or her to break the fast. What an experience in humility and servitude. And then come the nights with more prayers and sexual activity between spouses, whilst you are both still operating on a spiritual high, which makes the experience that much more electric, maybe even tantric. And what makes it even better is knowing that these sexual acts between you and your spouse also come with great reward and blessings from your Maker, knowing that you have satisfied the rights and the desires of your spouse in a permissible manner during this blessed month.
And this is just scratching the surface with what we can use words to describe. Every couple will have a unique experience and different things that they enjoy most from the month. What are yours? Be sure to tell us in the comments below what Ramadan means to you and your spouse.
In the meanwhile, on behalf of the happily entangled AF duo, Ramadan Mubarak to you and your family.
Thanks for viewing episode 29 of the series. Remember to share this video, share your feedback, and share the love by tapping that subscribe button. Happy Ramadan 2021. Bye!
By the way, we know that you're trying to maximize your time during this month of Ramadan, which is why we don't think that you should be wasting time trying to find a tradesman to take care of the odds and ends around your home, or even any of those renovations or other projects you'd like to have completed before Eid al-Fitr rolls around. So we instead have a suggestion we'd like to offer.
Just go to www.sallyslist.com and she has a list of tradesmen who you can be certain would be trustworthy and they'll get your job done.
Yeah, so Sally's List vets all of the tradesmen and service providers who are listed there, either with a certificate of good character from the police, or they have to provide their business registration documents beforehand. So that's one element of the security screening, and you also get the chance as well to request a free quotation from any of these service providers. So whether you're looking for a plumber, a mechanic,
electrician,
painter, a handyman, somebody to take care of
cut your lawn, because you don't want to do that during Ramadan. You don't want to stay up to the sun.
or any other serviceman or tradesman or service that you require, you could find some of the best recommendations, and not just the best recommendations, but the best recommendations in your area as well. And you can also leave them a review at the end of their service, or read the reviews that other people have left for them. So that website again, it's www.sallyslist.com. It's spelled SALISLIST.com. It's the one-stop shop for all your tradesmen and servicemen requirements.